Hey, my name is Jerry Pinzone, and I'm here to give you the self-defense tip of the day. In this case, we're going to be dealing with weapons, what to do when you're being attacked with a weapon of some kind. And the most common weapon that you're going to find in street attacks is usually going to be the knife. Now, the traditional approach to training is going to be, some guy has a knife, and then he's going to thrust it, and then you parry it in some way, and then you do a wrist lock, and so on and so forth. It's most of what you're going to see out there when people are teaching you how to deal with knife attacks. Unfortunately, it's horseshit, and I'm going to tell you why. If you research knife attacks, you're going to see that the most common way that a person is going to attack you with a knife is not going to be by leading with the knife hand. That exposes the hand to being grabbed. So every time he thrusts, I can somehow get control of that hand, stab him with it or whatever. Most guys are already going to know that. So what they're going to do is they're going to lead with their non-dominant hand, much the way a boxer does. And in this case, if I try to grab that knife, he's going to use his free hand, it's going to be tough, and boom, I'm going to be stuck, right? That's the first problem you have. The second is, you'll see a lot in martial arts videos, people will pay lip service to things like using a live blade. They love to say that shit. Oh, we've got a live metal blade, and this somehow is supposed to increase the realism of the drill. I am here to tell you that it does not, and for a very simple reason, right? Freddie can have that blade. If I have a training partner, and I have a blade like this, and this is a pretty harmless looking blade, right? It's very flexible, it's not gonna really stick you too hard, but even so, if we're training and I'm moving with Freddie, I'm going to move in a predictable way, and I'm going to, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, avoid his face. I'm not going to stick something like this into my training partner's face. I can still injure the eye pretty badly. I can injure the throat, the neck pretty badly. So I'm going to kind of tend to stay away from that area, especially if I'm moving in an unpredictable way. And when you're training for realism, you want a training partner that is not going to move in a predictable way. Because someone who stabs you, they might shove you, they might do a bunch of things, they might, stick you repeatedly, rapid fire. So I actually think any kind of rigid implement is a poor choice for a training tool. And that is why I am greatly in favor of using a simple rolled up hand towel, right? So, Freddie, can you get your goggles on? So the first thing you're going to need is a hand towel about yay big, right? Then you just fold it in half and roll it up. Then you need a training partner like Freddie over here. Now, let me tell you why. Freddie has no interest in making me look good here. Let me start by saying that. In most cases, you see these martial arts demonstrations, there's some adoring student wanting to make his instructor look good, so he's going to cooperate or whatever. Freddie has some pretty good instinctive movements. I've asked him in the past where he learned that. He gets very uncomfortable, so we don't like talking about that. And as you can see, please show the camera, the man's got the attire. He's got the protective gear, he's got the Queen's t-shirt, he's ready to go, right? So I have learned in doing drills like this and in whatever research I've done that some of your best tools for dealing with someone that's got a knife is if you're going to strike, and you got to be real careful about that, because if you expose yourself to a strike, you're going to get stabbed, right? I would stick to eye jabs, and in this drill, I'm not actually going to dig into Freddie's eyes, but I'm going to get pretty close if I can, and low kicks, kicks to the knee, kicks to the groin. When you're throwing kicks, I'm a big believer in always following up with some sort of hand movement. So if you kick to the knee, jab to the eyes right away. So if you miss that kick for some reason, or you miss a groin kick, you want to somehow put him on the defensive so he has to react, and whipping your fingers to the eyes is always going to force someone to react. And if you successfully do it, then at least you injure the eye somewhat, and that's going to give you your opportunity to escape. So that's the other thing we're going to want to understand. You're not looking to win. Is this still filming? Yeah. You're not looking to win a knife fight. You're looking to stay alive long enough so that you can escape, right? So Freddie, we're just going to start, and the drill is very simple. He is going to try to touch me with that hand towel wherever he can, and I am going to try to stop him from doing it. So let's go. Got me in the temple. Got me in the face. Got me again. Arm. Got me again. Got me again. And time. All right. So as you can see, not getting stabbed is no easy proposition. Whew, he caught me a few times, but over time, we learn how to defend more efficiently. The whole idea here is not to get these precise, exact movements. It's to develop some sort of reaction to being stabbed. Whether you jump back, whether you parry the arm, move the head, attack, do whatever else you have to do. But the idea is to train so you can stay alive a few more seconds, find your escape route, get out. And this was self-defense tip of the day. Whew. All right.